Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, bringing you hockey this Thursday evening. On the week of the anniversary, the 40th anniversary of Do You Believe in Miracles? Yes! The victory of the United States Olympic team over the Soviets. So I'm in a hockey mood, and I thought I would bring you some hockey this evening. We have Marvin, the Zamboni guy. He's drunk. He's been having some Gentleman Jack this week. So he's not rumming it. He's going hard. He's going for the bourbon. But let's go ahead and let's introduce our 79-80 lineups for this Prince of Wales Conference matchup between the Boston Bruins and the visiting Montreal Canadiens. Forward line for the Bruins starting off, Stan Jonathan, John Rattel, and Rick Middleton. Defenseman Ray Bourque, Dick Redmond, and manning the net, Jerry Cheevers. And for the Canadiens, we have Steve Shutt, Pierre LaRoche, and Guy Lafleur. Defenseman Rod Langway and Larry Robinson. And manning the net for the Canadiens will be Michel Larocque. So let's go ahead and get this started. It's time for the face-off. And that is going to go to right wing Guy Lafleur. He's going to be the first. And flip the card. Opponent defense 14. Outside shot for Guy Lafleur. He's a 4 penetration. He's going to try to get inside. He does so with the 9. Inside shot 6. And that is going to be right there. It is a save. Saved by Cheevers, and he's going to clear it out to Jean Rattel. So Rattel is going to bring it up the boards. Outside shot for left wing. Stan Jonathan is a 3, needs an 11. He gets inside. He sticks it inside. Here we go with the inside shot. For lose to any defensive player, we'll say he loses it to Guy Lafleur. So Lafleur is going to bring it back up the ice. Passing Jay, inside shot for left wing. That is Steve Shutt. Zeroes in on Cheevers' net. 7, and that's going to be a save by Cheevers, and he dishes it out to Dick Redmond. Redmond's going to bring it up the ice. And we are going to go to passing L, inside shot, right wing. Great pass, question mark. Been a while since I played. I don't know that I've ever seen great pass, question mark. Hold on just a second. Da-da-da. Great pass. I'm not going to worry about it to move the game along. I've got another hockey game on the way, and I'll tell you guys about that later. Alrighty, so we're going to say inside shot for Redmond. Oh no, the passing. Inside shot for right wing, Rick Middleton. Takes aim on LaRoche. That is a 6, and it is a save by LaRoche, and he dishes it out to Larry Robinson. And he gets it around to Pierre LaRoche from behind the net. Inside shot. 9, and that's going to be goalie rating. We are going on Gary Cheevers. 9, and Cheevers covers up, so that's going to bring us to a face-off. Cheevers covers up. Alrighty. So face off, it is going to be on Boston's side. Basic automatic inside shot, if I recall. If someone gets it. 19 is going to be home, so that is going to go to Ray Bourque. No problem. Bourque is going to bring it up the ice. Opposing defense players penalty rating. 2-minute penalty for Larry Robinson. We're going power play. I'm not worried about the power lines. Makes it go a little more quickly. As a matter of fact, let's just do that. So let's power play. We are going 9. If left wing is a 4. Defense rating. If left wing is a 4, defense, he's a 2. Left wing is 3 or less, so we get an inside shot by center and then right wing. So that is number 9. Okay, so we're going to have an inside shot by Jean Rattel. That'll be an 8. Inside shot, and that is saved. And we go to a, well, no, this is power play, so the rebound card is not going to matter. Next is 9. Rebound shot for right wing. Well, that doesn't figure. All right. Rebounds. Rebound shot for right wing. Rebound breakaway. Gotcha. Rick Middleton. It's been a while. It's been a while. And that is saved, and that is rebounded. That is going to go to the defensive right wing, which will be Guy Lafleur. So we'll flip off 1, 2, and we got a forwards line change. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm playing the extra line cards. Okay, so let me change forward lines real quick. Coming in is going to be, and I know both teams don't do it at the same time, but that's the way Strat works. Mario Tremblay, Pierre Mondeau, Yvon Lambert. For Boston, we're bringing in Al Secord. Jean Martel is being replaced for Peter McNabb. And Rick Middleton steps out, and it's going to be Terry O'Reilly. Next line change, we'll bring number 1 back in, and then we'll go to line 3 before the end of the period. Alrighty, so here we go. We've got a face-off. Line change, we'll go to center. 13, that is going to be left wing for the Canadiens, Yvon Lambert. He's going to bring it up, outside shot for the left wing. He takes it in. He gets the pass back from Tremblay. Here comes his shot. 12, goal. 1 through 10. Just to make sure. Goal. Plus, treat as a goal only when shooter is on a power play. Okay, face-off follows. 1 through 10, no. So what do you do if not? Only when shooter is on power play. Face-off follows. He's not on a power play, so we're going to say it was not a goal. Face-off follows. We're going to say that Jerry Cheevers is able to cover up, so it's going to be face-off on Boston's end of the ice. Here we go, 15. That will be inside shot for Rod Langway. 9. And he loses it to Dick Redmond. Redmond is going to bring it back up the boards. Opponent defense 12 will be right there. And Langway takes away the puck. Montreal brings it back down. And it is a loose puck. Peter McNabb is going to lose puck to center. Peter McNabb is going to come up with it. Boston is going back. And we have the horn sounding. We go to a defense line change. So Ray Bourque is going to step out, and Mike Milbury will come in. Dick Redmond takes a seat on the bench. Brad McCrimmon is coming in for Boston. Canadiens, Larry Robinson is replaced by Serge Savard, and Rod Langway comes out for Brian Engblom. Alrighty. Yeah, behave yourself. Stupid cards. Alrighty, here we go. Forward line change. Defense line change. Let's get Marvin out on the ice. Go get him, Zamboni, man. We know you're drunk. You got to back up and keep 18-point turning this to get behind the nets and drag the net with you. And run over Serge Savard. Get back off the ice, you lush. Vast wants to restart my computer. Get out of the way. We're playing some hockey. Alrighty, here we go. Face off, center ice. And that is going to be Mike Milbury coming up with the puck, fed from Peter McNabb. Bring the puck up the ice. And that is going to be a turnover. Serge Savard comes up with it. Serge Savard, the Canadiens are charging. Opposing defense players penalty A, and B, it's a D. No. C and D takes away puck and has outside shot only. Mike Milbury. Shooting from the blue line. That is an 8, and that is a rebound. Says deflect with a question mark. I'm not sure. I'll make sure. It's been a while since I played. Those possible. Nothing for deflect though. Not seeing it and not sweating it. So we're going to 8. Outside, we're going to say that it is saved by LaRoche, and he is going to, we're going to do a rebound card. And offensive right defenseman, which will be McCrimmon. If offense is 3 or more, if not, opponent has control. So that's going to be Brian Englund comes up with it. Possible breakaway. We'll flip the card and find out. Right defense, if breakaway or penetration is 2 or more, and it is 2. So we have a breakaway shot coming up for McCrimmon. He's in the open, taking aim on the Roche. 7 breakaway is where? Right there. And he loses the puck to defensive right wing. Mario Tremblay is going to come up with it. And he's going to bring the puck up the ice. Loose puck possible breakaway. Let's go to the breakaway. Right defenseman. And Savard in the open. Zeroing in on Cheevers. 11 loses the puck to Al Secord. Secord is going to bring it back up the ice. And he loses the puck. A little turnover there. He loses his balance. Mondu comes up with the puck, and we're going to go to a forward line change. So we have a stop in the play. Marvin comes back out on the field. Let's go ahead and get those forward lines changed. Let's bring Jonathan back in for Baston. Defenseman stay. Peter McNabb. Jean Rattel's coming back in. As is Rick Middleton. For Montreal, Guy Lafleur. Pierre LaRoche. Center on the forward line as well. Left winger Steve Shutt. Okay, here we go. Face off. Get out of the way, Marvin. You're slowing traffic. Yeah, profiler. Okay, here we go. Face off. Center ice, 16. That is going to be Montreal comes up with it. Serge Savard, he's going to bring it up the ice. And there is going to be a penalty called on Mike Milbury. So actually, we'll just take Rattel out of it. Right there. We'll leave those guys. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right, so let's see what kind of power play we've got this time for Montreal. 3, and we'll keep that right there. If left defense is a 4 for the defense, for the shorthanded team. If left defense is 4, his defense is a 3. So it's going to be inside shot by any player, rebound shot by left wing. So inside shot by any player is going to be Guy Lafleur with a 9 goalie rating on Cheevers. 4, and Cheevers, he is able to cover it up, so he makes a save. Great save there by Jerry Cheevers. And now we have rebound shot. We'll go by Pierre LaRoche. That'll be a 7 goalie rating. Deeks inside on Cheevers, and it's in. It's a goal for the Canadiens. Alrighty, let us see. That is Montreal 1-0. Put in first. All right, our scoring summary is working here. Fantastic, and that's going to be it. So let's flip 3 more time cards. Alrighty, let's get everybody back on the ice. We'll have a face-off center ice, and we do have a 1-0 lead for the visiting Montreal Canadiens. Alrighty, here comes the face-off. 5, that is going to become Stan Jonathan comes up with that one for Boston. Opponent defense 14, outside shot for Jonathan. He's going to try to penetrate, needs that 11. Gets it. Inside shot. Zeroing in on the Roche. 6. That's going to be goalie rating. And 2. Goal 1-13. Goal for Boston. Spins it right around. And Boston with the goal. Fantastic play by Jonathan there. Let us see. So we need to change Adis. There, scoring summary. One. Alrighty. Okay, it brings us to a face-off. Marvin, sleep on the job, sleeping off a bender. Here we go. Face-off, probably about 8 minutes left to go here in the first period. Alrighty, 15. That is going to be left defenseman for the visitors. Brian Engblom comes up with it. So let's go ahead, flip a card, and time for a defenseman line change. So we'll bring Ray Bourque back in for Boston. Dick Redmond. I think we'll just swap 1 and 2 with the defense line changes because they are not at the full-out sprint. They're going to stay in the game slightly longer than your forward line. Alrighty, so here we go. Face off again, center ice, 19, left defenseman. Rod Langway is going to come up with that for Montreal. Forward line changes not far in the future. He loses the puck. Dick Redmond comes up with it, and he's going to have an outside shot. Penetration is 14. He needs a 13 on the D20. Gets it. Inside shot. He sticks in on the Roche. 5, and he loses the puck. Steve Shutt is going to come up with it. Bringing it back up the boards. Loses the puck. He gets checked into the wall hard, and Dick Redmond is going to come up with it again. And gets it across the blue line. Passing K. Jean Rattel is there. Slap shot. Outside 4. And no. Off the boards behind the net. Loses the puck to Guy Lafleur. Lafleur brings it around. And that's going to bring us to a forward line change here. Last line change of the first period. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to bring in Bobby Lalonde, Bob Miller, and Dwight Foster for Baston. Rick Chartrand is going to come in for Montreal, as well as Doug Jarvis and Bob Gainey. Alrighty. So here we go. Face off at center ice. 8. Bruins come up with it. Dick Redmond. And he is going to get it to Bobby Lalonde down low just outside of the crease. Lalonde is going to take a shot. 10. And LaRoche is able to cover it up. And there's going to be a face-off on Montreal's side of the ice. So here we go. Boom. 11, home, any player. That's going to be Bob Miller, and he's going to take an inside shot. 8, and that's a save by LaRoche. And rebound, defensive right wing, if defensive rating is 3, and it is. So Larry Robinson is going to come up with that. Montreal bringing it back up the boards. And he gets Jarvis inside, and he's going to take aim at Cheevers. with a 6, and Cheever saves. He's going to get that out to Bob Miller. Bob Miller working it back down for Boston. And he loses the puck, and it's going to be picked up by Bob Gainey back by the net. He is bringing it up for Montreal, and he gets it off to Rick Chartrand. He's going to have an inside shot on Cheevers. 9 loses the puck, and Dick Redmond comes up with it. Boston nearing the end, about a minute to go here in the first period. And that is going to be a penalty called against Rod Langway. And that will end the period. So we'll do that. Now let's just flip that. Alrighty, power play. 12, and we have 2 left. So I'm going to take the first one of the second if they don't score. Okay. So it is 12. 12 right there. It's going to be if a defensive right wing is a 4 defensively. Chartrand is only a 1. So inside shot for Foster and rebound shot for any player. So Foster with an inside shot on LaRocque. Goal 1 through 10. Does not get it. LaRocque is able to deflect it out. And we're going to say Bob Miller is going to take the rebound shot. 4, and loses the puck to Larry Robinson. Comes up with it. And that's going to be the end of the period. And a little bit of power play coming at the very beginning of the second period. So let me go ahead and get this ready. Forward line change. Defense line change. Forward. Defenseman. Forward. Okay, let's shuffle these guys up. Yeah, it's been a while since I played the hockey game. I really do enjoy it, but I'm playing a lot of other stuff. I do have another hockey game coming. And it's the only hockey game that would give me what I want. I ordered Hockey Blast from Play.com. So that way I could get from the freebie section 3, 4, 5, the 1980 Lake Placid Olympic teams. 2, 3. So really looking forward to doing that. Alrighty, here we go. Let's reset the lines. Let's go with 2 on the ice to start this time. Stay with 1 defensively, but let's go with 2 for the forward lines. And we may hang with that for the third period as well. Okay. Come here. We're going to go with 2. 1. 2. Bring bad boy Rod Langway back in here. Von Lambert. Okay, so our forward lines for Montreal start second period. 1 more card will come off because of the power play. Von Lambert, Pierre Mondeau, and Mario Tremblay. And for the Bruins, Al Secord, Peter McNabb, and Terry O'Reilly. Flip a card, and now we are going to have da-de-da-de-da. Da-de-da-de-da. Let's do the face-off that we would have had at the beginning of the period anyway. With pen, I'm not sure how that would work. You know what? We're going to imagine that Boston still has it. I'm not sure how you do that. I don't know that I ever came up upon that in the past. Who has it? Yeah, that would be a good thing to do. Okay. So let's do that again. Let's just see who has it. 16 will be right defenseman, so we'll say Dick Redmond. Okay, he's going to bring it up. Loses the puck, outside shot for Rod Langway. He's penetration 3, needs an 11. Gets it, inside shot coming up on Cheevers, and that will be a 10. And that's a save by Cheevers. He dishes it out to Terry O'Reilly. And O'Reilly gets it down inside in front of LaRoque. Secord is going to be taking the shot. 8, and no, that is a LaRoque gets in front of it, deflects it away. Rebounded by defense. Any player with a rating of 4. Defense, and that's going to be Larry Robinson is able to get in there, work the puck. He's going to bring it back up the ice for Montreal. Loses the puck. Dick Redmond comes up with it. He works his way down. Outside shot. He works his way inside. Nope. He loses the puck trying to get fancy. Langway comes up with it. And that is going to be... he's checked hard into the wall by Ray Bourque. Dick Redmond comes up with the puck. Boston working their way back down the ice again. And once again, Langway returns the favor on Redmond and ends up with the puck. Gets across the blue line, and that's going to be outside shot for Rod Langway. He's going to try to stick inside again. He does so. Lining up on Cheevers with a 4, and he loses the puck. Turnover. Peter McNabb is going to come with it, and that brings us to our forwards line change for the first one for the second period. First lines will be coming back on the ice. For the Bruins, Stan Jonathan, Jean Rattel, Rick Middleton. And look at Marvin, you drunk bastard. For Montreal, that'll be Guy Lafleur, Pierre LaRoche. That's where LaRoche was coming from, because there is a LaRoche on the team. And, I was just straightening out pile up Steve Shutt. Okay, here we go. Face off center ice. 3 cards till we have a defenseman line change. 13, that's going to be Montreal comes up with it. Steve Shutt trying to score quickly, and he loses the puck. Stan Jonathan comes up with it. He's got an outside shot on LaRoque. He's going to try to get inside. Does not. Needed a 11. Rolled that 13. He loses the puck. Guy Lafleur is going to come up with it. An outside shot. He gets it over to Steve Shutt. Shutt is going to try to get inside. He needs a 13 or better. Gets it. He is charging in on Cheevers with a 10. Saved by Cheevers, who dishes it out to Stan Jonathan. And that is he's going to get it to Jean Rattel. Rattel with an outside shot. He's going to just take that slap shot from just inside the blue line, 6, and it is saved by LaRoque. He gets it out to Guy Lafleur, and that brings us to our defenseman line change. So Ray Bourque comes off the ice. Mike Milbury will come in for Baston, as will Brad McCrimmon. And for the visiting Canadiens, Larry Robinson is going to take a break. Serge Savard is going to come in, as is Brian Engblom. Alrighty, we are in the second period. We are at about, well, we've got about 13 minutes to go here in the second period. Your score is 1-1. Montreal and Boston face off at center ice. Marvin is still sleeping off a bender. 19, and the Canadiens are going to come up with that. It's Brian Engblom. He's going to bring it back up the ice. Opponent defense 14. Outside shot for Engblom. He's going to take it. 12, and that is saved by Cheevers. He's able to dish that out to Stan Jonathan. Jonathan brings it back up the ice for the Bruins. Passing K, loses the puck, and Pierre LaRoche is going to come up with it. Montreal fighting back. And Jean Rattel takes the puck away. Loose puck, outside shot for right wing, Guy Lafleur. He's going to try to break inside on Cheevers. Needed a 13, does so with that 6. Here's the inside shot by Lafleur, 8, and it is saved by Cheevers, and that's going to give us a rebound. Offense, any player. Also injury. Take shot, then pick split card and refer to the injury section. So any player, we're going to say Jean Rattel. And he is going to take an outside shot. 7, and that is a save, but we do have an injury here. So let's see what we've got. Injury, and that's going to... Where is our injury? Home team left defenseman for the remainder of the game. Mike Milbury is out. So Rick Smith is going to come in and take his place. Alrighty, so that's going to give us a face-off center ice. 15, left defenseman for the Canadiens. Brian Englund comes up and gets it. Passing L, loses the puck. A little scrum against the boards. Jean Rattel comes up with it for Boston. And that's going to bring us to a forwards line change. So line 3 is coming in. Each team's third line. Yeah, I started with the second. I think I started with the second. I don't remember, but I'm not going to worry about it. Each team's third line is coming in now. Why? Because I says so. So that's going to give us, for Boston, Bobby Lalonde is on the ice. Bob Miller, Dwight Foster. For the Canadiens, Doug Jarvis, Rick Chartraw, and Bob Gainey. All right, here we go. Face-off center ice. 14 low-scoring game midway through the second period, and it looks like Rick Chartraw is going to come up with it for Montreal. The Canadiens coming up off the baseline, and they work their way down the boards, and it is stolen away. Bobby Lalonde is going to come up with it. He loses a puck. Montreal comes up with it. They work it past the blue line. Bob Gainey has an outside shot. He's going to try to stick inside. Does so with a 7. Inside shot 9. And it is saved by Gary Cheevers. He gets it over to Brad McCrimmon. Bad McCrimmon. All right, he loses the puck. And Montreal comes with it. Gets it to Doug Jarvis. He's got an outside shot. He's going to try to stick inside. Does so. Here comes the inside shot on Cheevers. 12. Goal. 1 through 17. Goal for Montreal. And there we go. Score in the second period. Come on. Do what I says. We're going to do that. Now we're going to do that. We're going to do second, Montreal, Jarvis. Montreal 2-1. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this going. Marvin is still off the ice because there's ruts everywhere. Get out there and do some work, you lush. This ain't welfare. Get off it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, driving the wrong way. He's always driving backwards. I don't understand why. He's like a lush. Oh, wine? Great. You mixed fermented and distilled. You'll be no good for a week. Lush that doesn't even know his alcohol. Alright. Here we go. Getting ready to get this going again. Face off center ice. 17. And the Canadiens come up with it. That's going to be Bob Gainey. Passing L. Loose puck. And Boston comes up with it. Bob Miller. He's bringing it up the boards. Opponent defense 13. And Doug Jarvis takes away the puck for Montreal. And that brings us to a defense line change. So Ray Bourque is going to come back in for Boston. You don't have a face-off after a line change. So why do I always do that? Because to be quite honest, admittedly, I don't know hockey. It just occurred to me. Line changes are not face-off things. Line changes happen in the action. So we are back to Doug Jarvis. loses the puck, and Bob Miller comes up with it. He's going to have an outside shot. Not only 1 through 11 to stick inside on LaRoque. He does so. Here comes the inside shot. 6, saved by LaRoque. Dishes it out to Larry Robinson. Robinson is bringing it back up the ice. He gets it past the blue line, passes over to Bob Gainey. Gainey is going to have an outside shot. And 6, and that is saved by Cheevers. Cheevers dishes it off to Dick Redmond, we'll say. And Dick Redmond is going to get it other end of the ice, gets it to Bob Miller. Bob Miller is going to have inside shot for the center. Come on. Stand still. Stand up, be a man. That is going to be 9 for Miller. And that is a save by LaRoque. He's able to dish that off to Doug Jarvis. Comes up with it. And Montreal working back up the ice again. And that's going to bring us to a forwards line change. So we'll get back to Jarvis in just a second. Nope. Jarvis doesn't have it. We're going to say he's going to clear it. And we'll figure out who comes up with it with a face-off roll. But we're going to say he's going to clear it all the way down to the Boston end of the ice. It's been a long time since I've played it. I really don't remember, but it sounds like a logical thing to do. And as long as I do it the same way every time, then that's how it is. Yes, I know, rules will be reminded me in the comments. If I sit down and I read the rule book for like 5 minutes, which I probably should have before I did this, none of this would have been an issue. All right, so let's do this and find out. He clears it down. 18, we'll say Cheevers comes up with it. Let's do a rebound card to figure out who does it. And it looks like Dick Redmond is going to come up with it. That's probably a good democratic way to do it. Flip card. And he gets it to Rick Middleton. It's going to be an outside shot for him. 4 penetration, needs a 13. 10 gets him inside on LaRoque. Here comes the slap. No, backhand flip behind the defenseman. 8, and it's going to be saved by LaRoque. He deflects it off. And let's see, defensive center does not have a defensive rating of 3. If not, opponent has a rebound shot. That's going to be Jean Rattel. As the opponent has the rebound. 7, goal 1 through 4. 2, and that's a goal for Jean Rattel off the rebound. All right. Bruins even the score. 2-2 here in the second period. Let's do... Makes it 2-2. Tie. And we're playing 80, so we don't have to worry about a shootout for a tie or anything. All right, that is going to bring us to a face-off center ice. 2-2 is your score. 18, the Canadiens come up with it, and that is going to be Guy Lafleur. And this is going to ride us on in. We've got about 3 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left in the period. Loose puck. Boston comes up with it. Jean Rattel is going to have an outside shot. 4, he's going to try to penetrate in. 20, does not. Loses the puck. Pierre LaRoque comes up with it. And he dishes it over to Guy Lafleur. He's got an outside shot. He's going to take that. And that's going to be, he loses the puck. Stan Jonathan comes up with it. Gets checked into the boards, and Jonathan comes away with the puck. Passing L, and same thing, favor return. LaFleur catches up with Jonathan, slams him into the boards. Steve Shutt comes up with it for Montreal. The Canadiens driving down the boards. Outside shot for Pierre LaRoche. He's going to take that outside shot with a 12. Goal 1 through 11. And that's a goal for Montreal. Never rains, but it pours. Montreal, second goal in the second period. 3-2 is your score. Montreal LaRoche. LaRoche? LaRouche. Probably LaRouche. Oh, well. Guess what? I butcher hockey names. Alrighty. And that is with about a minute and 20 seconds left in the second period. Your score 3-2. Montreal with a 1-goal lead. Let's go ahead and do the face-off. 5. Bruins come up with it. That is all Stan Jonathan. Comes down the ice. Outside shot for any player. Gets it to John Rattel. He's going to try to stick inside. Does so. Zeroes in on LaRoche. 7. And that's a save by LaRoche. He dishes it out to Pierre LaRouche. And that is going to be no penalty. Looks like Jean Rattel takes it away. He's got an outside shot to close the period and tie it up. He takes aim. That was a 7, and that is saved by LaRoche. He gets it to Guy Lafleur, and Lafleur clears it up the ice, and that is going to end the second period. Alrighty. A little bit of housekeeping, and we'll get to the final period of this game. Actually, we could put that like that. That is 3. And we are going to the third period. So let's go ahead and get our third lines. Remember, second lines are going to come up with the other forward line change, which is probably what I did the last time. Third line. So we're going 3-1-2-1 for line changes for the forward lines. And we're going to ride 1-2-1 for defense. So third lines will be coming on the ice for both teams for their forward lines. First lines defensively. So we'll go ahead and run them down, and then we will get back to rink side for the action. While I am fixing these cards here. Remember, Mike Milbury for the Bruins, second left defenseman. He was injured earlier in the game. He is out for the game. Let's see. Well, I organized these here cards. Doink. 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 Then I shuffle them. One period of action remaining. Montreal Canadiens are leading the Boston Bruins by a score of 3-2. I could probably this a little more similar in size. That should do. That'll do. Alrighty. Make it look a little more. 3-2 Montreal. Let me get the line change cards in place at the proper breaks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forwards. 8, 9, 10 defensemen. 13, 14, 15 forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensemen. 21, 2, 3 forwards. And that'll take us the rest of the way in. Okay. Face off at center ice. Those coming on to start period 3 for the visiting Canadiens. Front forward line, Bob Gainey, Doug Jarvis, Rick Chartraw. Defenseman Rod Langway and Larry Robinson. Michel LaRoche is in front of the net, as is Jerry Cheevers for the Bruins. Forward line for the Bruins. Their third line, Dwight Foster, Bob Miller, Bobby Lalonde. Defensemen are going to be Ray Bourque and Dick Redmond, and they'll be on the ice to end the game. Alrighty, let's go. Here we go. Third period. 15. And that is going to be Canadiens. Canadiens have really been coming up with these face-offs really well this game. Let's see, inside shot for any player. Looks like Bob Gainey is going to get the inside shot on Cheevers. 5, and it is saved by Cheevers. He's able to dish that out to Dwight Foster. Boston comes up the ice, and it's going to be a penalty called on Bob Gainey. Penalty on Bob Gainey. All right, so we're going to have a power play for Boston. We'll call Jarvis wing over there, so that way I don't have to worry about lines for this. It takes too long when I'm trying to make a video. So let's do the roll for the power play. Let's see what we're going to have for shots. 2, if left defenseman is defense 3 or more, he is. Outside shot right wing, inside shot left wing. So outside shot for Dwight Foster. 8, and that is saved by LaRoque. Inside shot for Bobby Lalonde. 7, no, he loses the puck. Rick Chartraw comes up with it. Flip 3 cards. And Rick Chartraw has the puck for the Canadiens. Passing. L loses the puck to any player. We're going to say that Ray Bourque is going to come up with it for Boston. They're bringing it back up the boards. Opponent defense 12. Takes the puck away. Larry Robinson. We need to flip him over because this guy's actually participating in the game at this point. Marvin's been sharing the rum. Larry Robinson. And that brings us to a forward line change. That was kind of quick. Number 1 lines are coming back on for both teams. For Boston, that will be Stan Jonathan, Jean Rattel, and Rick Middleton. For the Canadiens, Guy Lafleur, nope, Pierre LaRouche, and Steve Shutt. Alrighty, here we go. That is going to be Larry Robinson. Loses the puck. Outside shot for Ray Bourque. Bourque is going to try to stick inside. Needs a 13. Rolls in 11. Inside shot on LaRoque. That is a 4 goalie rating for LaRoque. 9, and it's a goal. Ray Bourque. Ray Bourque ties it up here in the third period. About 14 minutes left in the third period. Let's see. So that'll be a 3. That'll now be a 1. Scoring summary. Third. BOS. Bourque. Yeah. Oh, nope. Bourque. That makes your score 3-3. Alrighty. Nope, that's okay. Alrighty, so here we go. Third period. About 14 minutes. We'll call it 14 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. Alright, that's going to bring us to a face-off center ice. 20, and Montreal comes up with it as they have so often this evening. Larry Robinson controls the puck. He passes it off. He gets it to Pierre LaRouche for an inside shot on Cheevers. 3, goal 1 through 16, and Montreal just comes right back and scores again. Oh my goodness. Montreal not letting this one go. Yep, that's in the right place. And that was Pierre LaRouche. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I really don't care. Butcher hockey names. Montreal. Montreal 4-3. Looks like LaRouche's third. Yeah, I spelled his name wrong up there. LaRouche's third goal of the game. Yeah, up there he's LaRouche. Third goal of the game for Pierre LaRouche. He scored in the first period, the first goal of the game, and then Jonathan scored for Boston to tie it at 1. Then Jarvis scored for the Canadiens 2-1. Jean Rattel tied it up 2-2. LaRouche scored his second 3-2 near the waning moments of the second period. Then Ray Bourque, inside shot on LaRoque, and that made it 3-3. And then LaRouche with his third goal for Montreal. It is 4-3 score. And we are going to have a face-off at center ice. Here we go. 9. That is going to be Bruin puck. Stan Jonathan scored a goal earlier in this game. Loses the puck. Guy Lafleur with an outside shot. He's going to try to stick and move inside. Nope, he loses the puck. Turns it over to Stan Jonathan. And that brings us to a defense line change. So everybody skates to the bench, hops over the wall, bumping into each other. And Jonathan is going to have the puck when we come back to the action here in just 2 shakes of a Bruins tail. Alrighty, Stan Jonathan, possible breakaway. If left defense is breakaway, rating of 3 or more, which would be Rick Smith. No, he is not. Loses puck to opponent. Serge Savard comes up with it. Outside shot for Guy Lafleur. Outside shot. Lafleur is going to try to get inside. Needs a 13. Rolls a 14. Loses the puck. Stan Jonathan comes up with it for Boston. Coming up the ice. Outside shot for himself. He is going to take that slap at Michel Larocque. 7. Loses it to the right defenseman, Serge Savard, Montreal, and Savard loses the puck. Rick Middleton comes up with it for Boston. Boston is working their way up, and that's going to be a penalty blown on Steve Shutt. 2-minute penalty. Alrighty, so power play for the Bruins. Let us see what we have got. 12. If right wing is defensive rating of 4, no. 2 or less. Outside shot for left defense, left wing, inside for center. So Smith, Jonathan, and Rattel. Outside shot for Smith. 10, no. He loses it to Pierre LaRouche playing wing. Stan Jonathan, 4. Outside shot. Nope, he loses it, and LaRouche comes up with it. LaRouche comes up with it again. Now inside shot for Jean Rattel. 8, and that is going to be saved by LaRocque, and that will be a rebound. So let's figure out the rebound. Now we're doing, I'm sure, we flip 1 card, forward line change. So we will flip this for the rebound to see who comes up with it in just a moment. Okay, that's how we will do it. Forward line change. We'll bring number 2 on. Boston has Al Secord. Peter McNabb, Terry O'Reilly. Montreal is coming back with Mario Tremblay, Pierre Mondeau, and Yvon Lambert. Okay. Let's see who gets that rebound. That is going to be defensive left defenseman will be Brian Engblom for the Canadiens. Loses the puck. Brad McCrimmon comes up with an outside shot. He's going to take that, and that is a 3. Nope, he loses the puck. Looks like Mario Tremblay comes up with it. And that is going to be a penalty called on Al Secord. Penalty on Al Secord. So that's a power play for Montreal with a 4-3 lead here in this game. Let us see what we've got. 6. If a right defenseman is defense 4 or more, no, or 4, it is not. So 3 or less is going to be inside shot for left wing, rebound for center. So inside shot for Yvon Lambert, 9. Nope, he loses it. McNabb comes up with it. Inside shot for Pierre Mondeau, 10. Goalie rating, Jerry Cheevers, 11, it's a goal. Power play goal by Pierre Mondeau. And Montreal is up 5-3. Let's adjust everything here. Montreal, Mondeau, power play goal, Montreal 5-3. Alrighty, here we go. That's going to bring us to a no. So that is going to be Tremblay comes up with it. And opponent defense 13. Al Secord, on whom the penalty was called. No, that was a goal. We're not doing this. That goes back down there. Face off. Durr. Alright, here we go. It's normally power play. I'm not doing that. We got a goal. 14. Canadiens come up with it again. Right wing, Mario Tremblay. In opponent defense 13. Outside shot for Tremblay. He's going to try to get inside 9. He does so. Inside shot on Cheevers 8. And Cheevers with the save. Rebound is going to be offensive. Left defense 3 or more. Offense rating, no. Opponent has control. Serge Savard comes up with a rebound shot. That's going to be a 9. He loses it to Brad McCrimmon. Brings it back up, and that's going to bring us to a defense line change. We'll just do the rebound to find out because no. We'll say the change would have been, that's the way we should do it. The change would have been made so that way McCrimmon, had he control, would have kept it. Or Redmond is going to have it. Oh, get to where I'm playing this game more often. I'll really bulk up on the rules, but I am going to be learning rules for a different hockey game here shortly. Yeah, you heard it right. Play.com, Hockey Blast. I have the all-time international teams, and I also have the free download for the 1980 Lake Placid Olympic teams, all 12 teams. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so Dick Redmond has the puck for the Bruins. Inside shot to the right wing, which would be Terry O'Reilly. 3 goal, 1 through 10. Boston stays in it. O'Reilly gets it from Redmond just in front of the net, flips it over LaRoque's shoulder into the net. So Boston scores another goal. It's a 1-goal game. That was O'Reilly. Boston. Oh. I'm not doing that because I sell Federated Auto Parts. Federated Auto Parts. 5-4. Your score. All right. 2 goals in the first period. 3 goals in the second period. 4 goals in the third period. Let's run down the scoring again real quick. Montreal first on the board. LaRouche with a goal to make it 1-0 Canadiens. Stan Jonathan ties it up 1-1. Beginning of the second period, Doug Jarvis for Canadiens. Their second line center scores a goal 2-1. John Rattel inside slap on LaRoque and ties it up at 2. And then Pierre LaRouche just before the end of the second period, 3-2 lead. Ray Bourque playing tough inside on LaRoque. Gets a great shot in the corner of the net. 3-3 ties it up for Boston. And then 2 in a row for Montreal. Pierre LaRouche with his third and a power play goal by Mondeau. And Boston comes back just now with O'Reilly. Your score is 5-4. And let us see what is going to happen here. We have a face-off at center ice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 6 minutes left in this game. Boston Needs to make something happen now. 6 minutes left in the final period. 11 for the face-off home team. Any player. We're going to say that Al Secord is going to come up with this one. Loses the puck. Mario Tremblay comes up with an outside shot. He's going to try to stick inside. He does with a 1. Critical success, I would say. Goalie rating on Cheevers, 8. Goal! Montreal! The Canadiens are being relentless here in the third period. So that is going to be a 6 now. And 3 goals in the third. And that was Mario Tremblay. Montreal. Tremblay. Montreal 6-4. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this contest. In the final period, Boston is running out of time quickly. Face off center ice, 15. Canadiens will come up with it. It's Rod Langway. And forward line change should be upcoming very quickly. Let's see. Passing K. Inside shot for Mario Tremblay. Tremblay with an 8, and that is going to be a save for Cheevers. And Peter McNabb comes up with it. And that is forwards line change. The number 1 lines for each team is going to be back on the ice for the final 4 minutes and 40 seconds of the third period. So we're seeing Stan Jonathan, Jean Rattel, and Rick Middleton back out on the ice. Likewise for Montreal, only now Boston's got a lot more work to do. They don't have to make up 1 goal. They have to make up 2 for the tie. Improbably 3 for the win. Guy Lafleur, Pierre LaRoche, and Steve Shutt, along with Rod Langway and Larry Robinson and Michel Larocque, really looking to secure this win. So here we go. Jean Rattel has it. He's going to bring it up the ice for the Bruins. Passing Jay, inside shot for Rick Middleton. Zeroes in on Larocque, 8, and Larocque with the save. He deflects it off. That one is rebounded by Steve Shutt. He's going to bring it up the ice, loses the puck. Eventually, Stan Jonathan comes up with an outside shot. He's a 3. He's going to try to get inside with that 1. He does. He needed an 11-5. Loses the puck. Larry Robinson comes up with it for Montreal. Opponent defense 14. And looks like Ray Bourque is going to take the puck away. Boston running out of time. They've only got about 4 play cards left. Lose puck. Possible breakaway. Breakaway right defenseman Dick Redmond. If his rating is 2 or more, it is. Breakaway shot for Redmond. Coming in on the rope. Dekes the puck back and forth a couple of times. Here is the shot. Goalie rating. And goal for Boston. Dick Redmond scores. Boston somehow finding a way to keep alive in this game. They really need to get back on top. And they've only got about 3 play cards with which to do it. About 2 minutes left here in the final period. That is going to be BOS. A lot of scoring here in the third period. Redmond. Montreal 5-4. A lot of scoring here in the final period. Let me move these up a little. There we go. Alrighty. Face off. Center ice. We have 3 cards left. 2 minutes left in the final period. 2? Yes, 2. 1, and the Canadiens come up with it. Steve Shutt. Outside shot. Shutt is going to take it. more or less really trying to clear it up. A goalie rating shot for Cheevers, and that is a rebound. And Cheevers is able to feed it to Jonathan, has an offensive rating of 2 or more. Jonathan with the puck. Boston needs to make this happen now. Opponent defense, outside shot for Jonathan. Penetration of 3, 1 through 11. He gets inside, takes aim on the Roke. 7, no, loses it. LaRoche comes up with it, and passing L. Inside shot, any great pass. We're just going to say that they cleared the puck up the ice, and that is going to be the end. The final horn sounds, and your score is the Montreal Canadiens 6, the Boston Bruins 5. Let's look at our 3 stars for the game. Let's go ahead and let's get a defenseman in there. Let's look at, well, I mean, both of them for Boston. Bork and Redmond did really well. We'll call them our first star collectively. Second, no one really did a whole heck of a lot more than the others. So we'll call them our first 2 stars. Our final star is going to be Pierre LaRoche. Pierre LaRoche, first line center for the Montreal Canadiens. He is our big, shining, blazing star for this game. So guys, your final score. And let's say, hey, for Marvin, everybody. Let's hear it for Marvin. Woo! Marvin the Zamboni guy. Yay! So, guys, that's it. This is Chris with Tabletop Sports Delaware. Again, I'm going to be bringing you some Play.com Hockey Blast here. And next couple of weeks, I want to learn it before I put it on, so it's not as herky-jerky as this game was. Sorry. But thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourselves, and as always, keep on rolling. Peace!